And we are live. Yay! Welcome to the Trichome Chasers, Season 2, Episode 6. On the panel tonight, right now, but there'll probably be more to come. We got Photon Phantom, and we got Nuevo Upper Mids.
That's right.
Mother Mike.
The new upper mids, motherfuckers.
That's right, the new upper mids. I forgot about that.
Upper echelon mids.
Oh yeah, upper echelon. That's the word. Upper echelon.
The lower echelon top shelf, really. We're touching it.
Oh man. So yeah, fellas. So what do you guys got going on in your neck of the woods? What do you got going on over there, Photon?
Man, I've been fucking busting my ass these last few days building a 1500 watt fixture for my buddy's 5x10 tent, and we're gonna install that tomorrow. Looking forward to it. I'm actually wiring up all of the junction boxes right now. Actually, they look pretty sweet. They're gonna be remote mounted drivers. These guys right here.
Let's see. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Let me focus on you real quick.
Yeah. All plugs and shit. And I just got to screw the drivers down and then put the dimmers in. And then it's got the three, oh, there we go. The three plugs coming out the top for the LEDs. And then I don't need a 3-prong plug here, but I used a 3-prong plug so I could have the plus minus voltage for the LEDs and then also ground the fixture just for safety. And yeah, this thing's gonna be badass. I can't wait to hook it up tomorrow.
Yeah, man, it's better to be safe than sorry, man. I hate to read about you in the paper. Got all fried up because you didn't plug that up right.
Right.
Man, but that looks like I can't wait to see you get finished with that. I want to see how that does.
Yeah, this thing's gonna be really nice.
So, Mr. Nuevo, new upper mids, how you doing today?
Yeah, doing all right. Just chilling. Just running around. I forgot it was Saturday, actually. I was like, oh, yeah. What's good with my boys? What's good with the Trichome Chasers?
Right.
It's like, oh, yeah. Fuck yeah. So, all technical difficulties aside, it seemed like things worked out pretty good. So, yeah, just chilling. Trying to get this shit up and rolling in the flower room. Just been cleaning in there and stuff, trying to get these cuts ready to flip. But yeah, doing all right. Got some stuff going on in this little tent, this little 4x4, doing a little pollen chucking, as they would say, checking some of this grapevine pollen on some Bubba Kush and some Sour Headband and the Extreme OG from Exotic. But yeah, doing good. Chugging along, trying to stay productive. I had a buddy over here yesterday helping me with some trimming and stuff, so it was kind of motivating, paying him and making me not want to pay him, so.
Most definitely, I feel that.
Oh, yeah. Been there before.
That's what, Buffalo, I told you I had a question before the show, but I couldn't remember what it was. It was, like, how do you collect and store pollen? And how long is it viable for?
Very carefully. No, I'm just kidding. No.
Back isn't going to work?
Say what?
Said the machete I got out back isn't going to work?
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Machetes work for anything, bro.
Yeah. Where?
No, I would think like collecting it's probably not that difficult, right? You just kind of wait for the flowers to be opening or already opened, and then you kind of, I don't know, I would assume you just like cut some of the inflorescence and then let it hang above like some wax paper or some parchment paper and just let the pollen fall. on that paper and then collect it. I think the more difficult part is probably storage, because as we know in my last angiosperm reproduction episode, if you paid attention, photon. Yeah. But we learned that pollen is when it becomes rehydrated is when the tube cells form a pollen tube, which travels down the style and reaches the ovary. So the biggest part, I think, is just keeping it from becoming hydrated. So storing it with like some sort of anhydrous compound or flour or something like that, so that it doesn't get any moisture from like the air or anything like that. But
Okay. We'll see how it goes. I didn't wait for the pollen sacs to open, so I just got pollen sacs in a bag.
pollen sacs in a bag.
Hell yeah.
Well, because I put all my males outside, as soon as I found out they were males, so, I haven't watered them or, like, paid much attention to them, but I went out there today and there was just pollen sacs everywhere, so I'm sure there'll, like, be another round of them, because I know they have, like, 2 or 3 rounds of pollen drops or whatever.
Yeah, flowers are constantly opening to male flowers, so I would assume that you have.
I figure I got some pollen in there. I mean, I got fucking plastic bags full of pollen sacs. So, yeah. Yeah, I just wasn't sure how to store it. I remembered actually from your talk about drying them out a little bit. So I stuck them like, they're in the plastic bag, but I left the plastic bag open and put them in the sun, on my end table all day. So.
Word.
Yeah.
So what are your plans with that? I mean, obviously you're gonna try to make something. I mean,
Killer Malawi. Wait, they call it a murder bubble, but it's Killer Malawi crossed with a sour bubble. And I got 2 different phenos of that, male and female actually. And then I got a male Jack Harris Cinderella 99 cross, and I took some pollen off of that. And then I got a Crunch Berries from Exotic Genetics. I got some pollen off of that.
What's the Crunch Berry lineage? Do you know?
I did at one point. I want to say it's triple OG mixed with something.
Word. Yeah, I heard. What was it Captain Kindbud saying that dude was going to discontinue? Was it the triple OG lines? I think he was saying something like that. That I don't know. Too many people, according to Exotic Mike or whatever, were finding really good stuff out of those triple OG crosses and using them for other projects, I guess. So I don't know. I guess he was maybe a little bit upset or something because he hadn't really had time to work the lines. So he's like discontinuing the triple OGs. Don't quote me, but I think that's what I remember hearing. But
gotta suck because I had the purple Lamborghini too, which was the triple OG line.
Yeah, I was trying to tell Cap to get me it. He pops in the chat. He's like, "Hey, does anyone want anything?" I'm like, "Yeah, give me the purple Lamborghini." Yeah, and then he doesn't get it for me.
Back in the day, because I remember you mentioning it, and then I fucking tried to germinate all the seeds before I knew how to germinate seeds and killed them.
Yeah. God damn it.
Yep.
So dude was a little salty because other people got the chance to work his line before he did. Then why would he put it out? That's my question.
I don't know, dude. You know how people are. I understand to a certain extent, but it's like, what do you think's gonna happen? Like,
yeah, like maybe. Once I sell something to you, it's yours. Like can't dictate what you do with that.
Right.
I mean, I can understand the the sense of pride and
the work.
He put the work in the beginning, and I can understand that. But if you weren't if you didn't get an opportunity to run out as many as you wanted to, or to really work it like you wanted to, my question would be, then why even bother? Why put it out? I mean, you put out something that a lot of people are going to start liking, like these, like wedding cakes, for example. People are copping packs and packs and packs and packs, and they're running, 100 some different packs, running 100 different plants of wedding cake, and you don't think somebody's going to come out with something that's better than the one that the seed junkies decided to use as their breeder?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, what are you gonna do?
Never sell any Caesar clones ever.
Well, there's a thing also. You said he was saying he was gonna stop discontinue the line. It's too late for that. The line's already out.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't.
Right.
How are you gonna discontinue something that's already people? That line is out there, so that line will always be out there as long as there's people running them.
Right. It's
You're
true.
gonna run a mandatory recall.
Mandatory recall.
That's what up. Well, man, I'm sitting over here on this 4x8. I got a 4x8 and a 4x4. 4x8's flowering right now. I got some. Everything's in flush mode, so hopefully here another week. It's already 1 week down, so I'm hoping another full week of flushing. And chop, man. We're chopping everything down, but then we're gonna replace it. Trust me, I got enough stuff to replace it with. So go ahead and replace that and keep it going. That and my little cloning experiments.
Nice.
What have you been experimenting with cloning?
Well, I'm trying out different cloning gels. What my experiment is. Right now I got 3 different cloning. Like I have a 1 powder and 2 gels. So out of the 70 something cuts I just took, I just split them up between the 3. We're gonna see how they do. And then I even took the powder I got a tray or half a tray of ones. I took the powder and the clone gel together, and so we're gonna see if that does any. Just want to see the time frame on the days.
I
I should have videoed it.
Same thing right now with peat moss, rapid rooters, and jiffy plugs. There's like 2 different kinds of rapid rooters, and then I also have rockwool. So I'm running 4 different mediums, I guess, because my peat moss plugs are just not cutting it right now. I don't know why.
Not having good success, huh?
No, I think it's just wintertime here. It's so cold, and my veg room or my veg clone area is like downstairs. I do have 2 heating pads under my clone dome, but yeah, I think it's just the wintertime, humidity and temperatures here. And like not keeping up with like spraying, keeping it moist inside the dome.
Fucking do you have like a temperature controller on the heating pads?
No.
You should get one, bruh.
It's fucking cold. It's like 58 degrees in that room, but the heating pads like do not get hot.
Sounds like you need a little heater.
Well, I mean, it's next to a fucking fireplace, but it's also next to an AC unit, so.
See, it cancels itself out.
Right.
Man, shout out to the chat. I see Condo Growers, Sid Avery's in the house, Tony Baloney. See quite a few people we got in the chat. We got 45 watching right now. We have 46 or somebody left. Hey, why don't we mash them thumbs? Let's get them thumbs up. See if we can equal amount of watchers as we does with thumbs. But hey, Sid Avery says something about cinnamon. He said ground cinnamon. He said get that a shot as a rooting powder. And I'm thinking that I've heard that somewhere before, but I can't remember where, but I think I have.
Yeah, I actually think I have some of that upstairs, and I'm about to take some clones, so I'll fucking give that a try.
Yeah, I've never heard of the ground cinnamon. I've heard of like honey, aloe, obviously, shit like that, but never heard of the ground cinnamon.
I've heard of honey. Somebody else just told me honey. I think it was 813 Genetics on Instagram told me to try honey. Very interesting. Well, I wonder what the properties are in like honey, something like honey that would cause it. I don't know. That's interesting.
Hmm. It
Yeah.
is.
I use like nothing, no additives or like anything like that when I'm cloning. I just pH down to 5.5 to 5.8.
You don't use a rooting pill?
Oh yeah, no, I use a rooting gel or
Okay.
rooting powder. But as far as like nutrients in the water, that they're soaking in, I only use lemon juice to lower my pH.
Huh.
Word. Yeah, I like using a slight nutrient solution, like 300 to 500 ppm, to soak my cubes or my peat pellets in, and that always seems to work well for me. Keep my clones green, man.
Which green. So tonight we wanted to talk a little bit about something that everybody that in the community probably either tried, love it, hate it, whatever. But we're going to talk about them edibles, man, because that seems to be. I was on Instagram, man. I see a lot of people talking about it on Instagram about edibles and different. So I figured maybe we'd have a little show, talk about edibles. Any any questions in the chat, throw them out there. We'll try to answer them the best we can. Talk about experience. Perp, you do edibles, and if you did, what was one of your weirdest experiences with it?
Weirdest experiences?
Yeah, man.
Shit.
I mean, like Smokey sitting in the pigeon coop, almost butt naked.
Nothing that extreme, but I've definitely been super fucked up off of edibles before. One time that comes to mind particularly is this 420 party that my buddy used to throw. He used to throw this annual 420 party at his house, and they would always do like the edible thing and stuff like that. But every year I would come, I would always show up late, and I would never get to eat any of the edibles. So one year, and this has been a few years now, probably like 4 or 5 years ago, some shit like that, maybe longer even. But yeah, one year I show up early, and like they were just doing it big, like fucking everything, every type of infusion that you could think of. I think they had like pasta, they had mashed potatoes, just everything, any type of sweet you could think of. So I was like, fuck that, I'm getting in this year. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dude, I gotta get some this year. So I just started going to town, bro. Like I literally just fucking ate everything, dude. It was just fucking chowing down. And it couldn't have been 8 o'clock, dude. Some shit like that. But all of a sudden, bro, all of that fucking THC and 11-hydroxy metabolite hit me hard as fuck, and I'm like literally just on the fucking floor. Like all of a sudden I'm just like on the floor, like, oh, and it's like 8 o'clock, dude, and the party's like barely going, and I'm just like totally fucked up. And somehow I managed to like get my shit together, get out of there, and I drove back to my house. And it was just like perfect timing, because by the time I made it back to my house, I was just like fucking knocked out, and I woke up at like 4 in the morning or some random shit, just like from a fucking coma. That was probably one of the most memorable experiences, I guess.
Hell yeah, dude. Hey, Jack Lee had a question. Not Jack Lee, but Chris. Edibles with butter. I don't know if that's ghee or versus coconut oil. I would say it would depend on what you're making. I mean, obviously there's some things you can make with butter, and there's some things you're gonna have to make with an oil. But if you're asking if the question is, do we like edibles that are made with butter more than edibles made with, I would say, yeah, I think the butter ones, man, is what really them jokers there. Like for instance, I had some brownies Oh my goodness, man! I had some brownies that was, they were so good. You didn't even. It almost like you didn't know they were medicated, they were infused. But give you about 5 minutes later, like Purple said, you was in a whole different world, man, whole different world. But for me, I do. I like edibles with butter in it better. What about you, Perp? Or you, a Photon?
I think, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure that coconut oil has a higher saturation per milliliter, so you can fit more THC in there per milliliter. Higher saturation ability, I guess, for the THC. I don't know, if Purple, can you verify that?
Offhand, I don't know, but I could try to see if I can find something on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do know that.
Might be, but I mean, it doesn't really matter to me. I just keep jars of coconut oil and sticks of butter that are medicated, and whatever needs coconut oil or butter, I just use that. But I do have one good story about everybody getting too high off edibles. My buddy lived in San Diego for a while and made edibles for a dispensary down there. And he came to visit one time when I was in college, and he brought, I think, 2 trays. They were pretty small trays too. I want to say they're like 12 by 12, and like not very thick, maybe like 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch thick brownies. And each brownie was 2 inches by 2 inches, so pretty small. And you ate one of those things, and like you were fucked up for like 20 hours. Like I actually like saw like open-eyed visuals on the ceiling. And, like before I even took any of them, the president of my frat came up to me, and he's like, "What have you done to my fraternity?" And everyone just like fucking passed out on living room couches, like somebody's passed out in the hallway.
Dude, I had B.A. Jones had shared her edibles with me, and she had a cheesecake, but what got me first was her popcorn. Now I know there's a guy on IG in California that sells an amazing brand of medicated popcorn. I think his name is Joanna Popcorn, I think, or Joanna Pop. But anyways, I sat there and ate. I was eating the popcorn. It had caramel. The caramel was medicated. Man, I ate damn near the whole bag, and was like, wait a minute, that's, people talk about, dude, it wasn't but 5. I'm telling you, 5 minutes later, your boy was in a coma. I thought I was gonna get everybody in trouble, be the first person to die of cannabis. I thought I was. I did, dude. I was that messed up. So that leads into a question I wanted to find out from you guys and chat as well. Do you think you get a more high from a dab, bowls, smoking out of bowls, or smoking cannabis, than or do you think your high is more out of an edible?
Definitely a way longer high from the edible, but most of the time making edibles and then eating them and then waiting an hour and a half for them to kick them in is like, that's like a full day. You got to plan for that. Versus I can just come home and hit my bong,
Right.
And be
Yeah.
pretty fucking stoned,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's kind of different. And don't quote me. I don't know the biochemistry or the chemical pathways, but from what I've heard anyway, that eating cannabis actually causes a different type of reaction where your body basically turns THC or from the THCA to THC to 11-hydroxy THC, which is a form of THC, which, according to what I've heard, and again, I got to look into it a little bit more, but from what I've heard, 11-hydroxy THC It's supposedly like 5 times more psychoactive than regular form of THC that is associated with burning the plant.
That would
so
that would totally make sense, because I definitely saw like one hit of acid visuals on the ceiling when I was looking at it.
Yeah, I know.
I was gonna die.
I know for me too, like when I eat a lot of cannabis and even just smoking a lot, like sometimes, and I don't know if it's maybe just certain cannabinoids, like if maybe some THCV or when eating it, like the 11-hydroxy THC, but I definitely get almost like I'm having flashbacks, something reminiscent of, when I used to do a lot of acid or something.
Yeah. Oh, and that the president of my frat came up to me, and that story ended with him taking 2 brownies and then like laying on the kitchen table for like 8 hours.
On the kitchen table, goddamn.
Well, we had like 8 like big ass kitchen tables. They were like 5 feet by like 14 feet or something, Frat. So he just took post on one of the kitchen tables.
That's funny. People are all drawing on his face.
He wasn't passed out, but I mean, everybody else was passed out, so didn't really matter. There was like 3 of us that actually didn't pass out from them. Like people smoked once all the time, so.
Oh, also, and with the coconut oil thing, I believe coconut oil is like maybe slightly healthier, so that's maybe one benefit of using the coconut oil. Shorter fatty acid chains, which are basically metabolized different than longer fatty acids, can be a good source of energy for the brain. Yeah, also something about like good cholesterol, I believe. There's like more HDLs or something associated with coconut oil. But yeah, just a side note.
That LDL?
Say what?
The good cholesterol LDLs, or I got that backwards?
My bad. What was your question?
You said HDL for the good cholesterol. Isn't that the bad cholesterol?
Let's see. No, I believe it's the good one. Let's see. I'm just gonna Google it. HDL versus LDLs. High density lipoprotein or good cholesterol. Yeah, so HDLs are good. LDL, low density lipoprotein or bad cholesterol, are 2 types of lipoproteins that carry cholesterol to and from the body cells in the blood. The liver then packages these triglycerides as fats into your adipose tissue and turns some of it into cholesterol.
Okay. Yeah, I just had that mixed up.
What you guys smoking? I'm about to roll up a joint of some Gorilla Glue.
I'm smoking on some of this murder bubble that I harvested last week. I accidentally just like snapped off a little nugget, so been waiting for that to dry. About to light that up, and then got some BHO here. Probably spark up a blunt for the first time in a long time because I'm only about to harvest.
Nice.
Gonna be good.
Yeah, I see we got Joshua Steensland in the chat. What up, Joshua?
Yeah, what's up,
I always want to call you Josh. I don't know if you go by Josh too or what, but I know a lot of people butcher their name up and shit. So yeah, what up, Joshua Steensland? I'll just call you Steensland. Good to see you, bro. Oh shit. What about you, Buffalo?
Make a tea. We used to take our stems in college. We're poor, and we'd go down to Oregon and get the real Everclear, 95 proof or whatever.
The real Everclear as opposed to the fake Everclear.
Yeah, no, there's different kinds of Everclear because there's state regulations on how high alcohol content something can be.
Right.
So I think it's I don't know. It's the highest percent, 99%. It's fucking grain alcohol ethanol. And we just stick our stems in there from roll blunts for like months at a time, and we called it Green Dragon, and that shit so fucking high. Like,
isn't Green Dragon what's that wormwood shit? The fuck am I thinking of? God damn it. Help me out here. No?
Yeah, Jack Lee said 190 proof versus 160 proof, yeah. So that's the real Everclear.
Oh, absinthe. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, okay.
Could be wrong.
Apparently you can get 200 proof on Amazon, which would just be pure ethanol.
Nice. Yeah, pure ethanol, it's kind of expensive, right? Like 100%. I know, like, I don't know. I never really inquired into it because I never really had to restock for labs, but we always had it laying around and shit. And I was like, I don't know. I'm like, well,
it's only different than water than the Everclear sold in Oregon, you know? It's 5% water.
Yeah, we never, I don't know, like, at least in lab, I never really used like the straight 100%. We'd always like do some sort of dilution, you know, like dilute it to like 70% or something to wipe down benches or whatever.
Yep.
So I'm like, huh, I don't even know why they buy the 100%.
Apparently you can buy it on Amazon.
Oh, I see we got a Dirty in the house. What up, Dirty? Dirty.
What it do, Pete? What's happening, bros? Sorry about that. I was just putting the kids to sleep.
God damn. Andrea in Wonderland says $120 a gallon for the 200 proof.
But that's only $60 a half gallon. That's not bad.
Really? I don't know. Maybe I just don't drink a lot, but I'm like, God damn, that seems expensive.
Yeah. Like usually I buy like a half gallon of Sailor Jerry. Well, when I used to drink, I'd buy a half gallon of Sailor Jerry's and it'd be like $55.
Okay.
And that's 91 proof.
Just seemed hella expensive. I was like, God damn, 120 a gallon.
Hell yeah, that's expensive.
Now, what you up to, Dirty? What you up to tonight, Mike?
Oh man, shit, watching some TV, blazing, relaxing, chilling. How's everybody doing tonight? Chat, what it do, chat?
Yeah, doing good, man. How's the grow?
Nice, bro. Everything's going nuts. It's just blooming,
What you like?
bristling out.
Like a month in now, or?
Yeah, I'm in there like, yeah, I'm there about 3 weeks. Going on my 4th week. Hell yeah, man. It's fucking, everything's going crazy. Like I said, I'm going in there and taking little, leaves that are covering up any other bud sites or anything like that. But it's still booming, bro. I mean, the KNF in cocoa is really doing its thing. I think it is because it's all like sugar bases. You know what I'm saying? So like everything's like super sticky and smelly, fucking resinous. Everything's just going nuts, bro. Like all kinds of smells and shit. It's pretty dope.
Nice. Fuck yeah. Yeah, you're definitely looking pretty good over there, Dirty. been digging that mycelium growth and shit on your top of your cocoa.
Yeah, that was crazy, bro. I tripped out on how, and like Captain said, it's something to do with the phosphorus and I guess the frass and the castings. I guess like the microbiology is like feeding on the phosphorus on the bone meal, because that's what it is bone meal, powdered bone meal, and it's that's where it's the mycelia is starting. Like it'll form right there and then it'll spread. So there's some kind of cool chemical reaction going on or something right there. Some microbiology going on, because like when I mix that up and I pour it in, like the last of the settlement will come out of the gallon. Wherever it sits, that's where all the mycelia will build. And just like it'll start fuzz right there and then just spread over the top wherever the most moisture is. So it's pretty dope.
Word.
Like I said, I'm not sure if it's, working together and it's making it do that. But I noticed when I don't add the bone meal, it won't do that. It will just be like, like just regular feeding. It'll just settle in. But when you add the bone meal to it, it's like, it makes like a little film or something over the top. And that's where the mycelia will get the build, start forming and shit. It's pretty tight, man.
Nice.
Experiencing some new shit, weird shit. I'm liking it. I mean, the plants are happy. I'm not feeding anything but the damn the KNF to the 4x4. That's all she's getting. That's all she's been getting.
Nice. And yeah, I was gonna say, what ferments are you feeding exactly?
Right now, the only OHNs that I do have are the ginger and garlic. I don't have the cinnamon or anything else. I do feed it FPEs. I'm sorry, fermented plant juices, extracts. I mean, I give it aloe. I give it
And for your FPEs, is it a canna FPE or?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I do the veg flour, leaves in veg, and then during flower I'll give them like the leaves from the defoliation. I would go ahead and fermentate those. So I guess I'm like getting all the hormones or whatever kind of activities going on during that. I guess time of the flower or the damn cannabis plant. Just like I guess like when you're doing SST teas and shit. Seed
Word,
sprout
yeah.
teas, You're
I know
basically
so many acronyms. I'm like,
yeah.
yeah, SST. That's right.
I mean, you're basically harvesting the hormones and shit. So.
And are you using an FFE? And if so, what type of fruit are you using?
The only one that I did do when it came down to fruits was well, I don't think it's considered a fruit, but I used it as silica, was the cucumber. I didn't do I wanted to do papaya and mango.
Cucumber's a fruit.
Oh, it is? Okay, cool. Yeah.
Technically, in botany, fruits are are basically where the seeds, seeds that are covered by different layers of tissue, basically, or ovaries.
Like an apple.
Seeds that are covered in an ovary, basically, is a fruit. So in botany, there's no such thing as a vegetable, really. Like vegetables are basically either fruits or
Berries.
Berries are a type of fruit, right?
Nice.
So all berries are fruit, but not all fruits are berries.
Exactly.
Yeah, bro. The KNF is working, man. I like it. Cheap, easy, fucking easy to make.
Quick side note: banana is a berry.
No way.
Bum, bum, bum. Yep.
Oh
And
shit!
banana kicks ass for fucking for your roots, man. And when you
How am I
do
supposed to
ferment.
get my daily supply of vegetables if nothing's a vegetable?
Well, like I said, vegetables technically, I mean, what you could consider to be vegetables are either fruits and or like leaves.
What do you consider strawberries?
Strawberry is a compound fruit.
Okay. Like, would you consider that like because I kind of consider that like a vegetable because it got the fucking seeds on the outside.
Didn't they just find out something about V8? Like it's not real juice or some shit like that?
It's not real juice. I don't know.
Yeah, I seen some shit like that. They were saying that it was I don't know, I don't think it was all this time that they've been saying it's good for you is really not.
Are you talking about the tomato juice or like the fruit juice?
Yeah, the tomato juice.
Oh fuck! I knew the fruit juice was like terrible, but
It was one of those that they said it was all this time they've been just saying to drink it and drink it and drink it, and
yeah.
now it came out to be that it's not fucking good for you. Or some weird like that.
Answer.
Just like Surge. You guys remember Surge?
No, yeah,
That
totally.
the soda, yeah. Fucking disappeared all of a sudden.
That's old school.
Pretty cool. Surge is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So how's everything going over there? You guys doing all right? Everybody rocking and rolling?
Yeah, man, my shit's going real good. Clones are even look good.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you had some crazy growth going on. Your 4-day growth. That was pretty fucking awesome right there to see.
Oh yeah, when I showed you.
Hell yeah.
Oh, Jack Lee says Surge and balls was my shit. I'm all, what?
What the fuck?
I don't know what balls are.
Oh, dude, Ball, it's an energy drink.
Oh, okay. It's like Red Balls.
Or Blue Balls.
Uh,
I actually think the cans were blue.
Surge. I remember that shit.
So what about you, Dirty? Have you had any memorable experiences eating edibles?
Oh, bro. Me and my chick made some I don't even know how to make like the proper edible. We just did it with butter. Just made some real fucking dank ass butter. Well, it smelled dank. So fucking used the whole thing. It was a lot. I still have the cookies. They're like 2 years old, I think, bro. I've been eating them slowly because every time I eat them, I end up asleep for some reason. So yeah, and they're sweet as hell. There were brown sugar oatmeal raisin cookies. So, bro, they're so damn sweet. But like I said, every time I eat them, I end up going to fucking sleep and don't even wake up for the next blunt that I got rolled up or something.
Yeah, that's interesting with the edibles. I wonder, because it's a pretty common effect. I don't know if it's just the 11-hydroxy THC I know for example, you were saying you had those stored for a while. I'm curious, is like potentially the sleepy effect come later, like when the THC maybe starts to convert to like CBN or something like that. But I don't know.
Yeah, they've been in that container, bro. I made like 12 of them bitches. And I mean, slowly but surely, I've been, I gave a couple to my friends. They freaked out. They were like, fuck that, bro. I went to fucking sleep on half of it. They tripped out because they couldn't remember like what happened. So I didn't think they were that potent. Like I said, I got a pretty high tolerance, and every time I eat them, I fucking go to sleep, bro. It doesn't like trip me out or anything like that. It's just a nice ride. So
hell yeah.
cool. I want some real ones, like some fucking real deal shit, like Loki says, that fucking ended up passed the fuck out. That's the kind of shit I'm on. I like the hardcore stuff.
Yeah, Red Eyes 42079 says, I don't even waste my time with butter. I just drop a few grams of hash or keef into my brownie mix or whatever I'm making.
Really, dude? No, like for real. Like with that, can I put some fucking like shatter in my butter or something, or some fucking dab in there, like melt it in there? Can I do it like that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Oh man. Cause I have like a fucking elbow of fucking trim, bro, that I need to like do something with. I wanted to blast it. I either wanted to blast it, dry ice, keef the motherfucker, hash it, or bubble hash it, do something with it. It's just sitting in my freezer, man. I don't know what the hell to do with it. And if I blast it, I want to use that fucking, I want to see what kind of, like, BHO. So, or can I press it? Put it in the bag and press it? It's a bunch of badass, like really, really triked out trim. So I would think if I pre-press it into like a brick or something and then put it in the bag, will it work?
You could probably do that. Maybe the best way to do it would be to like use that trim to make some bubble and then press that bubble. But yeah. But if it's really good trim, then I don't see why you couldn't just pre-press it and press it. Okay,
cool. It's a lot of badass larf too, man. So I just been. I gotta get with the homie. The homie has a 20-ton press, so gotta make some time and press some shit.
I'd pre-press it, and then I call it giving it a hug. You just let your hydraulic press down a little bit, and let the temperature get the same all the way through your weed.
Okay.
And, I like to do it when it's a little bit more wet, like not completely dry, because then the water acts as a thermal transport or a heat transport through the weed, so it homogenizes faster, and then that just steams out anyways. So, and then that seems to work best for me.
Yeah, I've noticed that, and I haven't done a lot of pressing personally. It's still something I need to get more into. But from the little bit I've done, I've noticed that like you kind of need your shit can't be like totally like dirt, like dust dry, So yeah, it needs a little bit of moisture in the herb.
Yep.
Yeah, I noticed that when you take it out the freezer too, man, it's like it'll get its moisture again. So that's why I keep it in the freezer.
Oh, okay. I was like, why are you freezing your weed right before you fucking heat it up? But yeah, if you just keep it there normally, that's fun.
So yeah, well, we'll have some kind of rosin pretty soon.
Yeah, I've got
make some ISO.
Good old
goddamn black tar again. I don't want to do that. I didn't like it. It was good, but it was a little too much. It was too hardcore.
I like my ISO. when I make it.
Hell yeah, right.
It's like it's a pain in the ass and shit, but I mean, compared to rosin, it's not. They're kind of equally a pain in the ass.
Yeah, what do you
Yeah.
think, Buffalo? I seen you've been getting into pressing a lot recently. Did you did you get a new press recently, Buffalo? Or
I saw he was looking.
yeah, I know
that was wavy, bro. He got that 6 ton bench press. I'm
Oh,
interested
yeah.
in that. Like, I would get that shit for real. Like, I think that'd be dope.
Well, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I know Wavy was doing a DIY press, which is pretty dope. Shout outs to THC Wavy, but I thought I remember Buffalo saying he was gonna upgrade, or I don't know, some shit. I don't know, maybe not. I don't know where the hell that dude is. But yeah, definitely curious to see how Wavy's comes out.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, it looks nice and squat, perfect. Just fucking pack some shit in there and jam it.
Yeah, my 2010 is a little much.
You know, that day I seen it, I automatically went to fucking Harbor Freight to go look for one. I'm like, I'm finna make one of these motherfuckers. I need one. Shit. And that looks perfect. It's just portable, bro. I could put that bitch in a box and carry it out.
Yeah, exactly. Mine, like, I needed for other things in my shop, so it gets bolted to the floor and stuff. But, yeah, then I milled out my own plates and made a little adapter for the RAM, and, yeah, it works real well, actually.
That little juice box he has kicking ass too, man. Whoever makes that shit is made a little nice little device too, man. I mean, you can fucking pull that fucker out your pocket and just, you want some dab? Press a nug real quick.
I don't think I've seen that.
You haven't seen it? Yeah, it's on his stories. TAC Wavy. Shout out to the homie, the bro.
Yeah, quick shout out to Venom Grower in the chat. Much love, Venom Grower.
Yeah.
Venom Grower, what it do?
But yeah, sir.
Yeah, for a look, that's like the I got the 20-ton version of that. It's plenty. I actually bent my press trying to make some tooling for a different project out of like 1-inch by 12-inch steel flat bar. I was like trying to bend it to a pretty tight radius. So I was using like a 4-foot cheater bar on top of my, the right lever on my hydraulic press. And I actually had my left arm like holding cheater bar behind the ram, and one of the tabs on the thing that slides up and down broke loose. So it actually, like, if it would have went like another 6 inches, it would have fucking ripped my arm off. But yeah,
Wow.
the whole thing like blew out. So then I just took it to work and put it on a 1,000-ton press and straightened it flat again, and welded on a bunch of reinforcements. The fucker's not going anywhere now. But you can like clearly still see where I bent it. Like probably bent it like 3/8 of an inch.
I had a supervisor do that, trying to fix his son's back in goddamn what the fuck, differential, bro. He was trying to pull the goddamn bearing out of it or some shit, and bent the goddamn, I guess the top post that holds the whole deal together. He like shifted it or some shit, bro. It was weird. He was smart as fuck. He was an electrician. It was a Mormon. So he was always like, every time I would cuss, he would say, "Watch your mouth."
I could talk so much shit right now, but I'll just choose to let it go.
He was cool as fuck. He taught me a lot of shit, man. Old school dudes always teach you shit.
I tried a few different designs of like rosin rams. Like I tried like one slightly convex and one slightly concave. I tried them both flat. And the one I found that worked the best was having the top plate flat and also sloped up towards me at like a 1 or 2 degree angle. And then the rosin would kind of squish out towards me, you know. And then the bottom plate rounded off just a tiny bit, like 10,000.
Okay, I see what you're saying, bro.
Sounds like too much trig for me, bro. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Bro, actually, it's the least amount of trig you'd ever use in your life.
Yeah. It has nothing to do with trig.
No, you're heading in the right path, bro. Cause watch, eventually somebody's gonna make a fucking like a press. There's like a roller, and it's gonna roll the fucking bud into it, and just like press a whole bunch of shit out.
Yeah.
Or leave it at the end like a residue trail, like a slug. You know what I'm saying? Sucking it in and then just pressing all the shit out of it.
Yeah, I mean that's like
the rollers maybe get heated or something, and then just fucking run it through. Fucking thing comes out like a little slim, like one of those penny deals.
Yeah.
Like they squish a penny. Yeah, there you go.
Like a tortilla press.
Yeah, there you go, bro. I think that's the perfect way to fucking do that shit.
Yeah, that's
Heat
like
it up and
just basically what I'm running right now, like with the flat top plate towards me a little bit, and the rounded bottom plate, like rounded off on the top, so it's like kind of a roller.
There you go, bro. That'd be fucking dope.
Yeah,
the tortilla dabber.
It'll evolve into that.
Tortilla maker. Some shit. Yeah, because you're right, bro. It's just like the little penny deals that squish the little pennies at the fucking bus stops and shit. Right? Fucking run the bud through that little fucker, heat it up. That'll be tight. But somebody can make that work.
Yeah, the technology's definitely there to make that work, like right now.
It would just be something different from all the goddamn tube, you know, the damn presses that's up and down and shit. And you could just feed bud after bud after bud, and that shit just, man, dude, that'll be fucking cool. Like if you found the right temperature to just run it through at a certain speed and just squishing nug after nug.
Plate bender or like a flat bar bender that you feed plate into these 2 rollers or 3 rollers, I guess, and you know, depending on the height of the 3 rollers would depend on your bend radius, but you could just put those, you know, really close together and then fucking heat them up and run bud through them. What would happen?
Yeah, just to see what would happen. Because I've never seen no shit like that. I think that would be cool. You know, even if you do get a lot of particles at the end, eventually you would find a way to fucking, you know, eliminate all that shit. Run that bitch in a bag or something, or I don't know. You know, it'd be pretty cool. Sit it on a piece of a fucking 10-foot wax paper and just run a bunch of bud through it. And fuck around and jam it. Like a conveyor belt of dab. Smoking too much weed, man, I think.
No, never.
Never, right?
I used to always tell my buddy, I'm like, dude, I'm smoking way too much. I need to cut back. And you tell me either that or you're not smoking enough.
Right. That's always my mindset too. When when I get to doubting myself like that, that's what I'll say. You need to get higher. You're not high. You're not high enough. You need to get photon high.
Totally makes sense when you're a burnt ass.
Yeah, I'm always high, so nobody knows. It's my secret.
Oh, you ever been like fucking like tripping and you're like shit's, I don't know. I just recall this one time I'm at Walmart, right? I took some mushrooms. And I'm standing in line, dude, and like shit's kicking in hard. And I'm just on the verge of freak out, dog, and I'm like literally like about to just like start like fucking shouting to the cashier like I'm high on mushrooms.
I know that feeling. Yeah.
I'm so goddamn high, everybody. You couldn't tell.
How can you not tell?
Well, that's like the best feeling, right? Like when you get like that, like you feel empowered with that shit. I felt like it before. I was on some X before, bro. I fucking flipped out. I was like that, like you said, that anxiety gets to that point to where you're like gonna like just want to freak the fuck out.
Yeah.
I had to go lay down and just close my eyes, man. Close my damn eyes. Hold myself real quick. Oh man. That's like the best feeling when you fucking close your eyes and just try to relax. It's happened to where I freaked out more when I done that.
Yeah, too. I mean, true. I'm on two. Me too. That's true. Me too.
Yeah.
See, I'm about to be a fucking rapper.
Yep. Purple punches bitches.
Purple punches bitches, y'all. Just gotta throw like a little in front of the name nowadays.
You could like have that really faint in the background of like the white of your logo. It's like super faint, just purple punches bitches like over the top.
Right? They're all, I swear it says some shit right there.
The fucker stole your name. The fucker stole your name, bro.
My
punch.
I have a buddy who's like a really talented artist and amazing artist ever since like way back in the day. He used to do like these fucking super intense like stencil pieces where he'd like literally like tens upon tens of like layers of stencils, like ridiculously detailed shit. But for a while he was doing just like stuff where he was like painting shit with spray paint, but then he would do like a stencil of like some words in the painting, but like you could only read it from like a certain angle. You could only see the words, so it's kind of like what you're talking about, Photon.
Like a decal.
Yeah, just like some subliminal message.
Nice. Like in the you remember the Lowrider Arts?
Yeah.
Magazines, bro?
Of course.
They always used to have it like in a corner or something, or somewhere hidden in the picture with it. The artist's signature or name.
My bad, fellas. My bad. I had a very important phone call I had to take. So, what I miss? Care to elaborate?
Buffalo.
Yo, what it do, man?
Chilling, bro.
Yeah, so like I said, I'm sorry about that. I had an important phone call I had to take. So I missed a lot of what you guys were talking about. So I see we got 40 still hanging in the chat. 39 thumbs up. Appreciate that. I see 420 Mad Bloke. How you doing there, partner? Venom Grower in the house. That's what's up.
We gotta do something like, well, we could bring like everybody from the chat one day, because they always come on here strong, bro. They always stick with us.
So I tell you what. So instead of doing a topic next week, how about we do our subscriber appreciation day next Saturday? And let's say 10 o'clock instead of 11, and we'll start bringing people on from the chat. into the
That's fucking awesome,
if they want to show their garden, we'll give them an opportunity to show their garden, or we'll let them talk about their garden, do different things. So we'll go ahead now, and then everybody. Matter of fact, I'll make something to put on Instagram, and we'll start advertising it. We'll do our subscriber appreciation night.
That'd be dope, man. Hell yeah.
Dope.
We always see them here, and they always stick with us, regardless if we have a awesome show, ass show. It doesn't matter. They stick. They're always there.
They're always there, man.
Love y'all,
always there.
Yeah, we got some loyal fan base, that's for sure. So much love to everyone.
That'd be dope too, man.
Mr. Nice One, what's going on? I don't know who missed. I've been smoking tonight, man. I'm kind of.
Yeah.
We all got to do like a super like huge virtual sesh one day or something. That'd be really cool.
Yeah,
that would be pretty cool. That would be.
Yeah.
Yes.
I wonder how many people Hangouts allows. Like 10.
Hey, I know what I wanted to talk about real quick. Were you guys following the lawsuit against the United States and Jeff Sessions, right? And what involved the 12-year-old girl plus some other people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the judge, what I was reading was the judge was literally wanted to rule in the girl's favor and push the decriminalization of that. And but he chickened out at the last fucking minute, man. That's what I'm hearing. He chickened out at the last minute, and so he's leaving it up to the Supreme Court. But I don't know about you guys, but certain shit in the community keeps happening like this, as small as it may be, but eventually, man, I see some big changes coming in less than the amount of years that everybody was saying that it was going to come. I see some big changes coming in less than that. Anybody want to chime in on that?
For sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really much for. My bad. Go on, Terry.
I'm sorry, Bert. No, I was just saying because when I seen that stuff going on in Texas, bro, about the CBD and like how they're testing the low THC strains, it has to be below, I think, like 10% THC or something.
Man, fuck Texas.
I'm just telling you, when a state like Texas gets in that movement, bro, Texas is pretty big and it causes a lot of commotion. So I think legal is correct about that. Once they get in tune with that and they see what kind of, but you see what's happening, man. Everything that's turning green is overpopulated, overflooded.
I'd say on the next
ruins everything, man. From what it seems like to me.
Yeah, Catman Guru said the same thing I said. He just said, yeah, he chickened out because he'll lose his job if he ruled for, and it is true. That he was close, man. Dude was close, but he didn't want to be that guy to do that, and then it go down in history that he was that guy. Fuck that! I would have took that opportunity, man.
Yeah, right. You might as well. Like, who else are you going to be in history, right? You're going to be some fucking nobody remembers. You might as well do something cool like that and be remembered as a badass.
Hell yeah. Shit, fucking be.
So yeah, man, I do. I see it being a change coming shorter than what a lot of people thought, because a lot more states are now, mind you, we know the real reason why a lot more states are now like, hold up. Fuck all this, we're missing out on the boat just because we're still back in, thinking that this stuff is bad. We all know it's bad. Hell, half their kids probably do it, but a lot of states are like, they're missing out on money, man. They're missing out on a lot of money. Now, I don't agree with the amount of taxes that they're doing in some states, for that. Because dude, regardless, if you charge, if they bump that down some, they're still going to make in the millions, man. How many? You know what I'm saying? So it becomes a greed factor, but I do see it shortening up, man.
Oh, definitely. And I've always kind of thought that as soon as it went legal in Colorado, bro, it was like, okay, well, and they're their state revenue projections were just out of hand. It was like, okay, well, now who's next? You know, all the dominoes are going to start falling in place. And I would always tell like a buddy of mine, I'd be like, man, like for sure, like shit's coming down the pipe real soon, dude, and we got to be ready for that. And I don't know, I always kind of felt or at least from like what my buddy was telling me, he was always like on the contrary, like, oh no, I don't think it's going to be as soon as you think it is. And I'm like, dude, I don't know, bro, like shit just happens so quick, you know. And that's kind of been the cannabis scene the past 10 years in general, almost now, or at least since it went legal in 2012 in Colorado.
Yeah, something like that.
But yeah, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. I think it's a catch-22. I mean, it's cool. I think like decriminalization is cool, right? Like, okay, yeah, turn a blind eye or whatever. Like, who really gives a fuck if people are getting high or getting medicated? But then when it comes to like being federally legal, and we already kind of see this on a small scale in states, like things become so corporatized, and and as soon as it becomes federally legal, then I mean, everyone's pretty much fucked at that point. Maybe I'm just being a nihilist, but it's really how I feel in terms of like the market and the game's concerned. But my bad, Photon.
Oh, I was gonna say that's totally how it is, man. Like Microsoft is actually suing Washington State right now because Washington State created a monopoly on the software that the growers can use to track they have to track from seed to sale. That's like the motto.
All right.
And so they have to track every fucking plant, and they have to track even their trim down to the gram. Like I was amazed when I first started going into the grow ops, and it's like, damn, we don't even keep this good of track of like, fucking $3,000 sheets of metal, or, shit in the aerospace industry isn't this regulated,
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I was genuinely surprised when I first started learning the rules of it. I mean, we didn't have to have like visitor sign in and badges and everything until we started doing Department of Defense and Navy contracts. And these guys, like, if you go into a commercial grow up in Washington, you have to, sign in time, and then they give you a badge, and somebody has to escort you the whole time. They have a rule where, like, you have to have cameras everywhere, and each camera has to be in view of another camera so that nobody can tamper with it.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. God damn it.
Yeah. It's, and it's all controlled.
For sure. It is coming.
You're trying to do away with medical completely. And then, like, nobody would be able to grow at home, basically.
Yeah, that's
what if they make the shit recreational, like, all around, bro? Would that be bad?
Yes.
Yeah.
My opinion. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think guys just let people grow it.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, why can't they just let fucking people grow it? Just like.
And I guess that's obviously, would it be bad is like, well, it depends on what legislation's in place that, that permits or basically takes away from growers' rights, and that's in my opinion what would determine mostly whether it's good or bad, right? Like in Arizona, for example, like if you live within 25 miles of a dispensary, you can't grow weed, even though they have a medical program. Like, pretty ridiculous.
But see, that's why I say it's coming, man, because like I was reading this article where, okay, so Russia and FIFA. Now you know how big soccer is overseas. You know how big it is, right? So they have now okayed it for people to have their medical cannabis in the soccer World Cup stadiums now. So okay, so not only that, so if I'm not mistaken, also, there's another sport. I'm trying to remember what it was. They pretty much okayed it for their players to have a medical cannabis card to actually take medical. As long as they got a card, they're cool. They're cool.
Was it Olympic swimming? Because
no, I don't think it was. It was Olympics, but it wasn't Olympic swimming. But you're right, it wasn't Olympic. But the thing is, so they're. But that's my point about the move, man. I really, that's why I really see, you know, United States have pushed that fight against cannabis for, you know, we've been the main ones pushing that fight. If you didn't agree with us, we were going to not send you this and not send you that. We was going to either way we could. We was going to get you if you didn't do what we wanted you to do with this cannabis thing. But now you're seeing countries saying, you know, screw that. You know, we knew it was never nothing bad with it. We're just going along with you guys because you guys are the powerhouse. Screw that. We ain't doing it no more. This is, you know, 2018. So that's why I say I just see, you know, this movement sooner or later, man. It's not. I mean, you got congressmen or people that's in Congress working the White House coming out saying that they're taking medical cannabis. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I mean, I really do. I really think it's going to be shorter time.
Clinton going to come out and finally say he inhaled that?
Yeah, he might. He might also come out and say he did have sexual relations with that woman too, right?
While he's smuggling kilos of cocaine into Arkansas.
Yeah. Oh, dude, they were doing that shit for real, right? Yeah, they're never going to admit to that, you know. But yeah, man, I'm just saying, dude, I really do. I see it being a good thing for, in a sense, being a good thing for everybody. But as you said, Purple, there's always going to be some bull crap that we're going to have to go through once, you know, the government gets involved.
Yeah. But watch lists, by the way.
You gotta pay that toll road, man. That's all they want. Pay that toll road.
Yeah, but I thought that was interesting. And FIFA's pretty big. FIFA's pretty big. So I see New Jersey. New Jersey's on the ballot. They've got it on the ballot too this year. Let me see.
Virginia recently passed?
Virginia did. Who would have thought Virginia? But Virginia's a Commonwealth, though. And to be honest with you, when I was in the Navy, I loved Virginia, man. So Virginia was a Commonwealth. So I'm really not so surprised that Virginia passed theirs. I knew that they would be. I knew that they would, though.
That's just so close to DC, you know what I mean? It's like,
yeah, you'd have thought it'd been sooner. I mean, eventually, all the states around DC are just going to do it anyways because we'll just go to DC. You know what I mean? And then,
yeah, Maryland, they got it up this year too, right? Or they have it on the books for rec. So that's interesting.
Yeah, that'll be. I hear Ohio does too. I hear Ohio's they're on the ballot for rec and grow this year, from what I hear as well. Very interesting to see that if Ohio does it, it won't be too long before every other state does it. Ohio's just that state, man.
Yeah, it was actually me and Tricky D were looking at properties in Virginia Beach the other day, and like the cost of living over there is so much lower than it is here in Seattle. I was just amazed at the houses I could get for the same price as my house.
Where at?
Virginia Beach.
Yeah, Virginia. Yeah, fuck yeah, hell yeah. It's a lot cheaper than out here. Yeah, but a state like Pennsylvania, Virginia Beach is like way more expensive than that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So let's see.
Ohio too.
Let's see what else was I reading in the news. Let's see. I got a list of things that I read cannabis news a lot, as you can tell. So, you know, check this out. So how cool would it be to have in your own city a marijuana club? You could go in, dance floor, chicks, liquor, bud. I mean, just like going into a regular club, man. So
I already smoke weed at the club.
So you say that's what to do, right? That dude.
Also, I get antisocial.
Huh? You say you're antisocial?
Yeah, I get a little antisocial when I get like too stoned, I guess.
Right. You got to mix in a little alcohol.
Yeah, I guess
Loosen
that's.
back up.
I remember on my 21st birthday, I only took a half shot of that green dragon we made, and like got to the club, like looked over everybody and was like, "Fuck this, I'm out of here. I cannot take this right now."
That's what's up, man. But yeah, oh man, but I just think it would be neat, man. It'd be that you could actually, you know, that's gonna be cool. I can't, and I still haven't made it to California yet. All my years in the military, out of the military, traveling different places. California has yet to elude me. So that is on my bucket list, my short bucket list, because I don't want a long bucket list because I'm getting old. I probably won't get to do everything on the long one.
Because I'm getting old.
Right. So we'll stick with the short bucket list. But California, yeah, man, I'm dying to go to California, man, and just live 5 years. I just want to live 5 years in California, and then I'll go move somewhere else. I just want to experience it, just to experience California. I'm gonna do it.
Cali's tight, man. I love Cali for sure. It's in my mind, I don't know. It's always and will always be like the Mecca, you know. It's like
California, New York,
the
man.
stoners Mecca.
Oh, definitely the stoners Mecca. Definitely, Cali is definitely the stoners Mecca.
That's right. Shout out to California.
Oh, shout out to Baby J. I'm scrolling through the chat and I see she stopped in. Baby J, if you still here, sis, shout out to you. Sorry I didn't shout you out earlier. I didn't see you were in here.
Yeah, shout out to Baby J.
Shout out to all 43 of you guys that are still sitting here rocking with us tonight. We appreciate it. I see Sid Avery. Oh, I see Monster OG showed up in the chat tonight. Shout out to Monster OG. Let's see who else we got. Tara Lee up in the chat. See Miss Tara Lee. Who else we got? Shout out to Venom. Derek Smith, big dog, big D, Derek Smith in the house. Scrogmeister 420, shout out to you. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. 710 Canuck, what's up, brother? How you doing today? All right, Green State Mad Grower, appreciate you stopping through. Appreciate you. 420 Mad Bloke, what's good, baby? Yeah, man, we still got people out there. Still people hanging in the chat, man. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us. It was Saturday night at, what is it, about 9 o'clock West Coast time, 12 o'clock East Coast time. Jack Lee.
Yeah, shout outs to the chat for show. Could be at the club smoking weed and getting drunk.
Right.
So that's love.
Y'all here chilling with us tonight. We appreciate it.
Yep. Tara's out here too. What's up, Tara?
Yeah, Cannabis Mantis. Cannabis, that's a neat name. Like that name, Cannabis Mantis.
He's in a couple chats I'm in. He's a fucking smart dude, man.
Like that name, man. That's unique. Oh man. So yeah, man. Perp, you excited about this season coming up, brother?
Sort of. I don't know. The market's kind of fucked where I'm at, so I'm just kind of like, I'm excited either way because like I love to just grow. I just love to grow plants and cannabis is particularly. But so yeah, I'm excited. Have a lot more room. Obviously, his property's fucking, like 12 acres or some shit. So it's nice to have a little room to not be so confined indoors. I know as indoor growers, we're always like searching for more space and shit gets a little old. So it's nice to,
man, always on that hunt for bigger space, man.
Have that little spot up in the mountains where you can just throw plants and shit. So that's what's up. I'm definitely looking forward to that and a couple other spots I've got in mind for some other gorilla shit that's a little closer to me. So that'll be fun. And yeah, fuck yeah. Hopefully just focus on growing the supers and stuff that is really tricky that I can turn into extracts and stuff because like I said, the market's a little fucked, so you gotta be mindful of shit these days.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully get some cuts from all the boys on the team and throw those out, see how they do outdoors.
Oh, definitely that white rhino. I would love to see how that does outdoors.
Dog, I know. Considering that shit was like a fucking beast of a tree inside, I can't imagine what it would be doing outside.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we'll see what the season brings. I was telling my buddy came to me recently. Oh shit, did I drop out? Motherfucker. Oh,
Man,
no,
there's so much stuff happening out there.
Yeah, my buddy comes to me recently, right? My homie that I do the outdoor with. And we still haven't we were using water from some other homies, right, that have property near us. And so we never really kicked them down with anything. And so, I've been telling the homie oh, well, just let me know, I'll toss you some shit. You can toss them. But then he comes to me and he's like, oh, well, we should probably pay them for this and that too. And then he's comes at me oh, and what's up with this and that? All this, the money I put in, I'm like, dude, what the fuck? I got pissed. I was like, bro, how are you going to come to me? It's been 6 months to a year later, dude. Don't come at me 6 months to a year later and tell me I owe you fucking money. You just tell me what the fuck the deal is to begin with. You know what I mean? So I was a little upset, but things all worked out. I was maybe just being a bit angry at the situation, but yeah, I don't know. You know how that goes. Sometimes it can be a bitch working with people. And
oh
yeah. You're like, dude, just tell me what the fuck the deal was.
That's what's up. Let me see. I'm sitting here looking through my other little notes I got. But yeah, man. Let's see. Cannabis Man says he surrounded himself with smart people. I understand that.
He said he's not too smart. I said you just don't give yourself enough credit, man.
Right.
I surround myself with smart people. It's all right. That's a smart move, man.
What everybody smoking on out there? What everybody? I know people don't come to a place like this. And remember, in my description, I said bring your munchies, bring your munchables, because
Smoke.
Oh yeah.
I actually made some brownies last night with some weed oil I had, and I didn't have any eggs or bananas or applesauce. So I made some horrible. They're actually not bad. They're decent, but so I made some brownies with no eggs.
They're pretty dry, bro. You add a lot of butter when you don't got no eggs.
Well, I put a lot of oil in it, but yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. It's kind of, I don't know, not gooey, but I don't know. The consistency is a little fucked. I feel because I didn't have anything in there to. I don't know what the eggs do, act as an emulsifier or whatever.
Just added a little bit more baking soda.
Is that how you do it?
Yo, Tricky D in the lab.
Yeah.
What's up, Tricky D? Tricky D in the house. See you. Thank you for stopping through. Sitting here talking about a lot of stuff. We were talking about MH23D00. What's going on? See you up in the chat, too. Just glad everybody came through.
What does the chat think about the 315 CMHs?
315 CMHs. You want to know what the chat thinks about the 315 CMHs? All right, let's see. Why? Well, why are you asking?
I'm just picking my brain.
Why are you thinking about getting one?
Oh, I'm going to get Botons board.
Yeah.
But just before, I just wanted to, get all of the doubt out of my
Cannabis
mind.
Mantis says don't like CMHs. Okay. It's one person.
All right. Nice. I am indoor too. I mean, in a closed space, so I don't have too much bankroll for all of the fancy gadgets and ACs and mini splits and stuff like that. So I do need something Just not as
Now,
hot. So I'm going for
they're
LED.
saying this. They're also saying it is good for veg life, but I've seen some people go some nice gardens all the way through flower with them CMHs.
Yeah, I've seen those on
Also,
like
I've
a
seen that too.
3 foot by 3 foot grid or a 4 foot by 4 foot grid.
Yeah, 4x4. Yep, I heard that they're pretty good.
Yeah.
In those.
So
Lucky, I believe, has one of those.
yeah, it's not the same as like a 5 by 5 grid that everybody's like 1,000 watt HPS.
Because my goals are 8 photon boards in a 4x4 space. I know it's a little overkill, but I'd rather have overkill than not have to,
I'm
Plus
going.
expand.
I'm thinking. I'm
Under
going.
and squeeze some more efficiency out.
I'm thinking 24 and a 4x8 is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I'm just gonna coat the walls or the ceiling. I'm just gonna make a grow tent.
That'll be badass, bro.
Oh,
24 boards.
Is it 24 board? I think that's what me and Loki was talking about. I think it's 24 boards.
That's a lot of
Yeah,
boards, bro. That's
and I could be exaggerating because I think
no, that's what you need. I'm telling you, when
I
it
think
comes
that's
to
what he said. No, I think that's what he said. He said 24. He said 24 boards.
For how big of a space?
A 4x8 tent.
yeah, that's a pretty big space. Bro.
Jesus Christ, bro! 24 boards.
300 milliamps, like.
Or is that? I could be wrong. Oh, he's in the chat right now.
What up, Loki?
Loki, were you right? Loki, was it 24 boards, Loki, that you said in my 4x8 space?
He said no, I didn't.
Fucking max it out.
Okay, well, how many boards was it, Loki? I said I could be wrong.
Oh shit!
It might have been 12, 16. It might have been 12 or 16. No, he said 12 or 16. Yeah, he said 12. My bad. I doubled it. He said 12 boards. 12 boards in a 4x8 space. That's what he said. My bad.
Nah, it sounds like it's not enough power.
Right. I was glowing, bro. I was headed to the moon with the other one, right? You know?
Yeah.
I was going. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, Photon. So 12 boards, or whatever you got equivalent to 12 boards. If you got something already made, that's equivalent to 12 boards. But that's what we were talking about, 12 boards.
Yeah, that's reasonable in a 4x8 for sure. Yeah, I always find people trying to like overdo it with them, try to fit like 4 boards in a 4x4. You know, it's like you really don't need that much, man. Like I know I'm kind of screwing myself out of a sale here, but probably only need 2 in that.
Loki said 24 won't physically fit. The hell it won't, man. We'll make it fit. If we put it on the walls, it'll fit.
A goddamn blanket over that shit.
Oh yeah. Sure, we'll make that fit.
Yeah.
Jesus, imagine a whole goddamn wall.
See, that right there goes to tell you how much I know about LED, about the boards and different things. I'm new to the boards and stuff like that. So,
me too.
You know. Plus, I've been smoking, so really, my mind ain't even really thinking to add up no math and figures and none of that shit right now. Anyways.
Yeah, I was like trying to figure out what driver configuration you were going to use those 24 boards.
Right, Cannabis man, just think 3D. That's exactly what I was thinking. How did you know?
Jesus, from all kind of angles.
Yeah, but no, I've seen people do good things with the CMHs. I've seen with the 315s. I've seen them do pretty good things all the way through flower. Me and Loki was talking. Gavitas, man, I don't know. I don't. Okay, we all know that Gavitas do the job. We all know Gavitas can do the job. But when you ask about Gavitas, I have to ask the question: do you think lights like Gavitas are on their way out with the new technology that's coming out with lighting? Or not on their way out, but becoming something that's slim, that isn't used as much? Maybe the chat can chime in on that as well.
I mean, I really think they are, because they even have that plasma LED looking thing coming out now. That fucking thing's like $700 to $1,000, bro. That LEP, or what is it? Something like that. LEP or LEC.
LEC is just another way of saying CMH, pretty much.
Yeah,
I think they call it a plasma, bro.
Yeah, there's plasma lights in They've been out for a long time. They've just never been like economically viable. It doesn't really look like they're going to be in the near future.
Because
one of the crops that likes to has like 3 or 4 of them, and they're just not impressed.
Frank Yeska. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
They look kind of like the fruit print looks kind of small. I don't know. It's kind
of yeah, I'd agree with that. It seems like almost like a 315 CMH footprint almost. Maybe a little bit small. But I don't know what kind of wattage they were running in those plasmas either.
See, shout out to Frank Yeska. See, he's in the chat. Shout out, and he's chiming in the chat with a few different things. And he was saying that they come out. He said that there's a 954 that will blows the Gavita away.
It's a 945 actually.
It's a 945.
315 CMHs in it basically.
Okay. All right. Yeah, but shout out to Frank. I'm gonna start calling Frank Mr. Frank. Yes, I'm gonna start calling him Sir Escalade. I need to get some of that Escalade Kush, man. Ever since I first heard and seen somebody with it, man, I was like, man, I've been meaning. I need to get me some. So Frank, if you got any more of those beans, bro, I'm gonna have to hit you up on IG, man. I gotta make that happen. Put that in the frost in and see what it do.
The what beans?
It's Escalade. He has an Escalade Kush, I believe, and it's Escalade good OG. Escalade OG, I believe. And dude, I've seen it grown, man. It's really looks really nice. And I could never get my hands on it, but I'm gonna have to hit him up on IG and see if he still got some. By the way, check him out on IG. He's got a few strains out there, right? That I understand. And maybe we get him on the show next time we have our seed junkie. We could talk about, his strains and how he came about making them up. It'd be nice to get him on. But yeah, man.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for the next Seed Junkies episode.
Yeah, we need to plan that. So, hey, we're just planning right now. So next week we're gonna do Subscriber Appreciation Day, and then just say the week after that we do a Seed Junkie event, Seed Junkies.
Nice.
So then we'll try to get a couple breeders. I see some in the chat. Try to get some. What does he say? He says, yeah, they got the 315 is the bottom one, the 630, and the bigger 9. Oh, okay. Yeah, he said no full time. It's actually a 315 and a 630 that they're actually running that. And then 945.
And the bigger 9, they got the. No, what he's saying is that there's a 315, and there's a 6, and then there's a 945. 3 different sizes of CMHs, and the 945 is just shy of 1,000 watts because of the driver inefficiencies.
Yeah, I might check that out. He said no. Okay, so maybe I was wrong, but he's going to explain it. But he's probably saying the same way that you're saying it. But yeah, 3 different lights, right? Correct. But yeah, man, like I said, man, I think with the, I don't think the Gavitas or anything like that is going out. I don't think they're ever going to go away. That's not what I meant. I just meant they're going to be something that's not used as much as something like the newer technology that we have coming out now with lighting. I mean, these LEDs are really starting to pick up right now.
Yeah. And then I was thinking about the expenses too. I mean, fucking bulbs and shit. The bulbs are like $60-$80 and shit.
Man, $60 to $100. Yeah, that's what I heard. $60 to $100.
I might as well just stick, with a damn $60 driver that's gonna go out, or a $50 board that's gonna go out, than dealing with that shit.
Yeah,
and just just jam pack them in there. That's why I want 8, so I can know I'm.
Yeah, that's the fucking long ass time too. So you gotta think about your labor time of changing out that bulb.
Yep.
That's like what sells.
That's why I'm gonna hang tight, bro. That's why I'm gonna hang tight and wait for you.
Yep.
Shit. That's why I just need it and. Fast.
Yeah, he says new growers are buying the newer lights. If you're already invested, it's like, ouch. Yeah, I can see that.
For sure. That's why my lights are still in my garden, you know, because I'm not gonna, like I told y'all, I'm one of those guys that'll run something till that shit falls apart, and then I'll replace it. If it's still working, it's gonna keep going.
And just like MH23 says, a few factors like heat bills, lights, etc. And that's true, and if I can get, that's the reason why I'm going with the boards, with the LEDs,
Yep.
the boards and different things, because if I could get the same production with less energy, man, why not? Me
Yep.
and Loki, I was giving Loki and them guys a little bit of hell. I always like to play the devil's advocate.
Yeah.
The other night we were talking about buying the newest gear stuff. I'm still not the type of dude that goes out and buy it as soon as it comes out, things like that. But they are correct. If they're coming out with more efficient things, why wouldn't you go with more efficiency than less efficiency? So totally get that.
Hell yeah. And when we talk about efficiency, how would you rate like something like that, like the 8 boards that I'm trying to run? Like, would you say like running a TV or a radio or a fucking microwave?
Well, think about the wattage. How many wattage are you talking about? How many wattage are you going to run?
The 8 boards that you're going to run are going to be 640 watts.
So that's like running a space heater on low. You got some space, like for instance, I run a space heater, and I was sitting here one day I was sitting here like, man, I'm gonna plug the space heater up and keep the garden warm. And then I'm like, why do that? Why not just put my 600 watt HPS light, and then I get I'm still using it. I'm getting heat, plus I'm also getting a nice light spectrum. You know what I'm saying? So I'm getting 2 things out of it. You see what I'm saying? So,
I'll never use the heater. I'll just put more lights in until I get what you don't want.
I think that's how the dummy would understand that, because like when you say efficiency, like you lose people sometimes, and like when you say a space heater, that's not too fucking big. That's like pretty small.
Yeah, so. It's pretty small, but it uses all the wattage that it uses, man.
I was gonna say most like 1,000 or 1,500 watts even.
Yeah, exactly. Like I got my big one, the radiator style. I think that's like 600 watts, but the little small one with the fan, it's like 1,000.
Damn. So it is pulling a good amount of energy still.
Yeah. Yep.
So regardless, you still.
Yeah, I'm on one 15 amp fuse too, condo grower right now. And I don't know what the fuck I'm doing because I have a 100 amps and 240 running right below that room. So I'm about to just move the sub panel into that room and have all the power I want. You fucking throw a lightning bolt in there, or Zeus.
Oh yeah,
that's the goal, man. That's the goal.
like even he says he's got like a 15,000 watt space heater. Yeah, and then didn't think about it. Okay, you want to talk about that? Let's talk about your air conditioners that some people have to run, your window air conditioners. You're running what, like the big BTU ones. What are you looking at?
Like 25,000 BTU.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, look how many watts they use. So, I mean, you think about it, man. A lot of this electricity you're already using.
Mm-hmm.
So, and when you're talking about efficiency, I think boards. I've asked this question, and a lot of times I ask it just to be sarcastic because yes, I do know the answer. But I think boards is going to be, I think Cobbs and Veros will still be around. I think they'll be still greatly used, probably for like some newer growers that their budget isn't, they're not looking to like go ham at first in the beginning until they get to grow things. I see them using that, but boards, I think boards is going to be something that. It's going to be the more efficient they become, the more likely people are going to buy them.
Yeah, I mean, Cobbs are becoming more efficient too, but it's just LEDs get destroyed by heat, and they get destroyed by running a large amount of current through them. And well, I guess you're not running a large amount of current through each diode in a Cobb, but you can't get away from how tightly packed that energy density is. So. I mean, you're heating up all the diodes around it, and it's just one hot, big mess, kind of no matter how big of a heatsink you put on it.
Definitely.
And that
I feel
destroys the lifetime and the efficiency of the diode or the cob or whatever.
Tricky D says to Venom and Loki, I'll let both of you get a free lick in. If one of you can drop me with one hit, I'll give you $50. Oh shit. It's a paid challenge by Tricky D. That's funny.
Come at me, bro.
Come at me, bruh. Just come at me, bruh.
Yeah, Turkey's in here talking all kinds of shit.
Hell yeah, shout outs Tricky D.
Tricky D. I fuck with Tricky D, man. I like Tricky D.
I'm
Cool
honest.
dude.
Of course I fuck with him.
Oh shit, what up, Norwegian Frog? Good to see you, man. All the homies, man. Hell yeah.
Shout out to the auto pots, bro. They finally sent me my shit, so
What are
I've been got
autopods?
it. The auto pots, they're the wicking system deal. They have pots and little reservoirs and
Oh, dope.
yeah.
Sick.
I got the one that's just a little deal that refills the tray, so you could just have a tray and drop it in there and feed your plants, you know, as they wick the water.
That's pretty cool. I've done like some wicking outdoors, but I've always wanted to try like a wicking system indoor.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and try that out. And EcoDrive, I'm waiting for EcoDrive to come through. That's a frass from mealworm frass. So
Nice.
I've used that shit every time, bro, and that shit works like crazy, like always. My plant could be sick as fuck, and I'll feed it that, and it'll just bounce right back. And I know a lot of frass is good, but that frass especially is like fucking killer, bro. I mean,
That's the bomb for us. What is it?
Yeah,
EcoThrive?
EcoThrive. And they call it it's Charge. It's called Charge.
Hmm.
And they have some it's from the UK, bro. They don't have it down here. They have some instant tea and shit too. Instant microbiology tea or something. You gotta go look at it, check it out. It's pretty dope.
American one says float switch gravity feed, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
That's dope.
Yeah, it has like a little hole right at the top, so when the water like gets to that point, it'll push the little float up and stop it from continue to fill. And then, you know, once it drops down, the level drops again, it'll refill it.
Dope.
Yeah, so it's
Sounds tight. I'll have to check that out. Huh.
Sorry about that, fellas. I dropped out. So I don't know what the hell happened. Technical difficulties. We'll just chalk it up as that.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, man. It just went straight to black screen. I don't know what happened, but there we back.
When I jumped on, it fucking kicked me out. I had to jump back on.
Norwegian Fog. We got 55 watching. All right, and 52 thumbs up. Hey, I ain't gonna push it. I ain't even gonna ask, but if you don't mind, hit that thumbs up. But yeah, we'd like for you to share this. Who else I see? We got who else is in here? Mr. Nice One is in here. Cushy Galore. What it do, Cush? The American one. What's going on with you? Stinky LaDank. Stinky LaDank. You gotta love that. Andrea in Wonderland. How you doing? All right. Yeah, we holding it down. The chat condo grower, my bruh. Canada's
Condo,
love
bro.
in the house.
Condo's the homie.
Yeah, Condo,
Condo.
man. That's my bruh.
It reminds me of LED builder.
Yeah. Oh no! Hey, I gotta get a shout out. Check it out, Hustle King up in the house. What's going on with you, Hustle King? How you doing today, brother?
Hustle King.
Hey, that's a cool cat, bro. That's a cool cat. I got to meet Hustle King one time, man. He's a cool cat.
Cheers, chat. What everybody smoking on? I know you asked that. The same thing, legal. I'm puffing on some jelly breath and the lotto.
Is that what you're smoking on?
Woo,
Yes.
how is that? How's that jelly breath?
For sure, it's the number 2. We cut out all other ones, and it's the number 2 that's the keeper for sure, bro. But it's straight like you
Terps?
said, like
How are the terps?
The terps are fucking dope. Fuck, it's minty, like a minty pissy gassy.
Oh, you fucked it up.
No, for real, like it's weird, bro, for real.
I'm all excited. I'm all minty. Hell yeah! And you say pissy. I'm like, oh, what the fuck, pissy?
It gets like a pissy gassy at the end.
The pissy terps.
Yeah, like when it burns though. When it burns, you can really just like taste it all when it fucking burns.
Oh, Loki girl says mint pissed.
Mint piss.
Oh man. So man, I've been on this new venture. Well, it's not new. I've always been a game head, man. But this is one game. Any of you guys follow me on Instagram, you see I've been getting chicken dinners left and right, bro. I've been mass murdering people, bro. They hate me on that game. They hate me so much. Dudes be team killing me. It's ridiculous. But yo, that PUBG is the shit. It's the shit. It's so addictive, man.
What is it?
It's called PUBG, man. Players Underground. What is it? Players Underground Battleground, man. It's yeah, bro. It's the truth. I be hitting with them. LBJ long distance jump shots with them grenades, man.
Hell yeah, get it.
Yeah, you've been gaming so goddamn much lately.
Can't help it, man.
Yeah.
That PUBG is the shit.
Follow Kind Buffalo
on
on Twitch. You have a Twitch account or what?
Is it Twitch or it might be? Yeah, Twitch. I do have a. Yes, I do. But I do Mixer more than I do Twitch. But if I did get a following, yeah, I damn sure would do Twitch though. Yeah, that's me though. That's right. Players Unknown Battlegrounds. There it is.
Hell yeah! Follow the homie Kind Buffalo. Is that your name on?
Nah. I haven't changed it yet.
Oh man.
I haven't changed it yet, but I will though. I will change it. All right, we'll see. We're pushing 1 o'clock, so we've been on for 2 hours.
Damn.
We've had a very nice show today. I appreciate everybody being on the panel. My man Dirty D, Nuevo Purple, upper echelon mids, and my man Photon Phantom over there with the bling bling. So yeah, man, we really appreciate it. That's right, Condo can't wait till it's Buffalo. That might be it. I should change it to that. That would be funny as hell, Condo. That would. But yeah, man, it's been great, man. Nice seeing you guys out. Thank you for everybody hanging into the chat. Frank Yeska, hey man, be looking for me to hit you up on Instagram, man, for maybe to be on the show week after next. And that Escalade, brother, that Escalade. Venom, I still need to hit you up, Venom, for that green crack, brother. All right. Tricky D, thanks for coming in. Hustle King, as always, my man. Appreciate you. Sid Avery, everybody. Hey, if I missed your name, I apologize now. But I appreciate everybody 56 that's still watching at the end of the show. Giveaways. Let's see. Let me see. How about when we do the Seed Junkie giveaway? I'll throw in a pack of beans. So that's 2 weeks from now. Maybe 2 pack of beans. We're not going to tell you guys what they are just yet. I'll throw in 2 packs of beans. Anybody else on the team want to throw in something? How about we do a giveaway 2 weeks from now? All right.
Sure. I'll look for something in the seed stash or something.
Yeah. Hey, if not, that's cool too. But let's do that. Let's do that for everybody. We'll do a giveaway. We'll do a giveaway, man. 2 weeks from tonight, giveaway. Trichome Chasers right here.
Send you a lump of coal.
A lump of coal. Hell yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up. Shit, I might even throw a cut in, man. I don't know. I got so many of them. We'll see how my sales go here in the next week or two. If not, if my sales ain't too good, I'll throw in a cut. There's always something here. So fuck it. That's what I do. Seeds and a cut for me, and we'll see what everybody else on the team throw it 2 weeks from tonight. 2 weeks from tonight.
Yeah, I'll throw in a light. That's cool.
There we go. Photon said he'll throw in the light. There we go. There we go. Photon said he'll throw in the light. So 2 weeks from tonight, right here, Seed Junkie episode, Trichome Chaser TV. Giveaway, beans, clone, lights, and who else knows what's going to come up.
Get y'all some shit.
That's right.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, everybody. Thanks for coming in. Much love to everybody. You guys be safe out there. Be smart. Trichome Chasers, we out.
Hell yeah. Thank y'all very much.
Thanks for watching, guys.